Let the games begin. Brian, slap the person he hates the most. I'm too short. The glam rocks. T-pose around Brian and say, "Hello, father."
Hello, father.
Brian, panic. Brian, have Moondrop tell the rest of the crew the worst thought you have had about a person or animatronic. Honestly, how idiotic can someone possibly be? You. If he tries to do this again, just do it to him. That stupid pink-haired thinks he can just break Steve and get away with it. Steve, you are the equivalent to Patton from Sanders' Sides. Who? Brian, go to Faz Bear and get Pat kicked from the pizzeria, or just make sure he's a night guard. I'm currently trying to get a lawyer before I do anything like that, which is a problem when everyone's thought you've been dead for the past year. I never thought of offering him another job. Pat, wear a dress.
No.
This is the closest you're gonna get. Don't know why I'm even listening to some random person's dares anyway. Shadow Blood. Hug. If you need to see my OC, it's on my channel. I'm Ash. Brian, talk about his most embarrassing moment to Molten, Pat, and Rockstar Freddy. When the park first opened, the animatronics made me talk in front of everyone, and I stuttered in front of over 1,000 people. This is the only animatronic design I hadn't made yet, and with the damages Helpy got from Glitch Trap, she's probably not going to be fictional for a while. I try to stay away from posting ships, since they tend to just cause drama, so here's an edit of how I think Brian said bye.to Molten when he was dropped off at the park. I see it as a friend hug, but if you want to see it as a ship, that's your choice. I dare Rockstar Freddy to call Molten, but Spaghetti 14,141,414,141,414 times. Lefty turned Jane to a pickle or caddis. I made this myself. Bring Springtrap and past Molten to present day, and just let them be confused on where they are and what's happening. So turns out getting my life back is harder than I thought. Rockstar Freddy, I would like you to find that BB gun of yours and shoot Brian with it for old time's sake now that he's back. Did you just kill my dad? Dare for Brian hug John and throw Pat off a cliff or out a window, you choose. John went missing around the time I died. So can't really hug him. Usually, I would have done it if I could. Brian, are we in hell? Brian, I told you. Dare for Steve. Go on a hugging spree. Hello, Steve. Dare for Molten. Hack Pat's house systems. I did that after he shot Steve. Had to make sure he wasn't planning doing anything else. Dare for Rockstar Freddy. Shoot Pat with a BB gun. Freddy. It's just not the same as shooting Brian. I dare Steve to repeatedly boop someone's nose. Molten, burst down the door and just stare at Brian. Don't say anything, and then just leave. Molten? I dare Steve to call Molten Dad. You look like an idiot. How long have you been there, D? Ah. I dare Brian to turn into an adorable red panda for as long as you want to. I dare Molten to saw Are You Winning Son to show time Steve. I dare Steve to give someone candy. I dare Steve to hug Molten maybe. Steve, if you don't let me go, I will kill you. Brian, adopt the Glamrocks and or other animatronics you haven't already adopted. The Glamrocks won't stop calling me dad anyways, so I guess I've already done the first part unwillingly, and I refuse to learn what type of chaos Molten would do if I adopted him. I dare Brian to say you're adopted to Pat. You're adopted. What is wrong with you? I dare Steve to pretend that Glitchtrap is controlling him. Well, this is going to end badly. Steve. Well, that was easy. I dare Brian to fake his death. If they kill me for this, it's your fault. I'll step in before I let that happen. What's all the screaming about? For Brian, I dare you to hug Molten. Brian, you can't do stuff like that. Acting like you're dead isn't some funny joke. You're an idiot. For Pat, I dare you to high-five all the animatronics plus Brian. This is going to hurt my hands so much. Who are you? Brian and Pat, switch bodies for 4 hours. First Gator, and now Pat. You did what with Gator? They pushed us in, couldn't do anything. Stupid portal.
What?
Brian is on the left, Steve is on the right. Steve is too happy for this to be a challenge. Molten let Enard meet Pat and the Glamrocks. For Brian and Pat, hug in front of Dabin aka Steve. Let's just get this over with. All the Freddies, slap the person you hate the most. I don't really hate anyone. Maybe that Glitchtrap guy. For Moon, why are you always so dang creepy? When you're created from all the bad thoughts feelings of a person, you're bound to be a little creepy. For Pat and Brian, what's your opinion on McDonald's? It better be good since I work there. It's okay, better than the overpriced Chick-fil-A in the mall. I don't remember what McDonald's tastes like. For Molten, be honest, what is your complete opinion of Moon and Sunny? Sun is an oblivious moron, and Moon, even if he doesn't have Glitchtrap in him, it's obvious he is planning something. And if he has Brian's bad intentions, then he needs to be watched when he's with Brian, especially with how the two tend to interact. Rockstar Freddy and Brian, hug. What is everyone's dark secret? Brian should spend some time with his kids.
Now you look like one of us.
The last thing they have to do is throw their least favorite person off a cliff. Moon drop. Are you only overprotective to Sun drop, or also Brian? I'm not overprotective. I just use drastic measures when people hurt them. Lefty live, that's it. Molt needs a friend again. For Brian, do you have any cuts demo working KN the animatronics, and have your friends ever mistaken them for bad stuff? I mean, I've gotten some, but people never paid much attention to them. They're more focused on my scars from minigames. I dare Brian to lunch someone in the face, preferably molten. So this is going to be the end for upload schedule purposes, but I will do a part 2 for the dares that I didn't do. In this episode. Bye and see you next time.